Who knows what will happen this week?
Yes.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to Tales of Fumbles and Fortunes here on Tales of Gaming Addiction, a show where we sit around and play Dungeons and Dragons. And somehow my
Apparently
face looks
cosplay as
amazing in this
teachers.
camera light. What I've done this week, I don't know, but I actually look somewhat decent. I don't look like some horrible hobgoblin. Clearly there's a glitch in the Matrix. So, how are we all?
I'm good.
Good.
Yeah, not
Doing quite fine.
So, someone sounds like a tired fox after their stream.
Yep.
I think I'm
Maybe.
good at
I'm
that.
okay. Only running on 1 hour sleep.
Caffeine.
That is a good point. I could actually go to get a energy drink or something.
Goes to the fridge. No more energy drinks. No.
We see
Yes,
very
yes,
angry,
there are.
swearing coming from far beyond.
Yes. And it doesn't even come through me. It comes through the void of past, present, and future.
Come through the void where I reside.
Yes.
Alright then. So, just to get you all up to speed on what happened last week. Nothing happened last week. We were going to stream and then we were too few people. Oh, I heard a ding. Why is there a ding? Oh, thank you, Viv, for the host of the stream. So looking around to see what the ding was, and of course I haven't got stream maps open, so I can't see what's going on. Now I can see what's going on.
Hooray!
Alright, yeah. Last week, not a lot happened. We just sat around and chatted, and that was pretty much it.
Yes.
The week beforehand, however, when we last actually properly played, you had held a meeting outside of the town of Minato for the two gang leaders, the Red Scarfs and the Barcats, which then got abruptly crashed by the Royal Guard, who were after them as traitors to the city. Bit of quick thinking and a quick how dare you ruin my wedding from Zoffa.
Yes,
Mhm.
my
the
fake
most-
wedding.
Yeah. Oh god, I can't.
It was the
rename
best.
that episode my
It was
big
the
fake
best.
Greek wedding or something stupid like that.
Yes, it was the best fake wedding that I had had the pleasure of being a part of. It was great.
It was great. It was a great
Yes.
plan. Great clutch last minute plan. But still, with that done, you managed to keep your comrades safe, and you did come up with a plan. Small hiccup. Your comrades then got captured when you got back to town, and you guys are wanted in connection. Oh, bye, Christy. Where did the Christy go?
Sad face. Oh no, she might.
Hello.
Okay.
Hello. Yes, closing down Discord also closes down your mic.
Yeah, that goes ahead when you close the window.
Yes.
I think it's because I was on a different channel. I was looking at a different channel. Just like, oh yeah, I'll exit from this channel.
Whoopsie.
Just thinking that it would exit from that channel.
So yeah, you guys wanted the connection, but you decided you'd pay a visit to what's his name? Ruasakino. That was it. I just got written down here, the Purple Wizard, which is arguably his
Purple Wizard.
actual name if you literally translate it. Who gave you the tent and everything you needed for the wedding, but he bounced out of there when the chaos erupted. And last I have in my notes, you held him to ransom as you plotted your next move.
Yes.
Yes. Oh yeah, the douche nozzle. Yeah,
Yeah, because you're about to break his magic
Yeah.
orb, and thankfully you didn't.
yeah. For now.
Yeah, so for now he's still. Please don't break my things. The execution's tomorrow, and it's going to be public. You could just sneak in and, I don't know, do some heroics and rescue them.
Do some swashbuckling.
That's probably more accurate. We are in a naval town.
Doing some necessary heroics. What if we would do a little, let's say, magic trick?
How
Like,
do you mean?
Define magic trick.
Like quick change of person being let's say judged.
Yeah, but they're physically getting hanged. How are we gonna swap out a person physically being like executed, head chopped off or hung? I don't know what's
They
happening
get
to them.
their heads decapitated.
Yeah.
Also,
So, I
thank you
mean,
for
I
us on
think
time
they're-
for the follow. Sorry, to interrupt you. Carry on, Christy.
I was gonna say, like, how would you physically like get to, you know?
Maybe
Because I
like
think they're gonna know if they're chopping off their head.
they usually use a bag over the person's head. So
But who are we gonna find who is willing to get their head chopped off?
I
Because
think
anyone who's been swapped out is still gonna have to be walked up to the block, and I don't think they're gonna be very happy.
well, I do have a thought process behind this that maybe someone who hasn't been entirely truthful with things. Anybody comes to mind as he as he still is keeping this
I'm afraid I
shopkeeper.
don't know. Yeah, but we can't chop his head off.
Indeed, I like my head. It's full of magical secrets.
Yes, I
Yeah.
was gonna say, are we just as bad as them if we chop and swap him out for an innocent for an innocent? That's not really
Mm,
the best way around things.
yeah, that's true.
Unless would something say like my deity be able to sort of swap out someone?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Along the same lines.
So I'm gonna pull from the spell here because you are asking something of him. Go ahead and roll a d100 for me.
All I'm thinking way around is not a physical person. I was just thinking along the same lines as foxes, but like, would he be able to make something that vaguely looks human with me?
Yeah.
That was what my head was sort of doing. 76.
You ask that question and you get this voice creeping up sort of the back of your ears, just going, I love the enthusiasm, but not today. Maybe another time.
Yeah, he's on vacation. He has his husband, in another realm. Might know him, might not. No, but it was worth an idea. I didn't mean for him to like physically like make another human. I just wondered if there would be.
Yeah, it's fine. It was the way you were asking it. It sounded like
Yeah.
you were asking something of him, so I was making you do the divine intervention roll.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It just makes me think of on Fairy Tale when she tries calling upon Aquarius and she's on a beach with Scorpio somewhere. She's like, I can't help you. I'm busy on my date with Scorpio on a beach in the celestial realm.
Shizuka kind of prestidigitates that we need to find out where the two gang leaders are being held. Maybe if we know the general layout of the sort of place where they're going to be executed, we could possibly exploit any weaknesses or vulnerabilities. I mean, every fortress has got to have a weak spot, right?
Usually they do, yes.
Are you saying you would like to purchase a spell scroll of something, perhaps? We can do a trade that way? A spell scroll for my life?
What sort of spell scrolls do you have to offer? She's just writing this.
I can do this one. And he pulls out one, and it's got it's like that tag thing.
Oh, yeah.
A spell tag, as it were. As opposed to a proper scroll. But reading down the side of it, it reads as familiar.
Oh, like find familiar.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
I was going to say, don't I have my little conling friend still with me on my shoulder at the moment?
I was gonna say,
Yes.
do you? Yeah, you have like a.
Because can't my conling like do a? Or like, are we in the fortress grounds, or are we just outside of it still?
You're in the city, but in the guy's shop.
Yeah,
Right.
we're in the shop.
I'm just saying, if we can't do a little conling reconnaissance, like go my little one, scout. Ah.
You certainly can do that if you wish. Although, now that you said that, I think you did, and I may have forgotten. In which case,
Bearing in mind, I wasn't in last week's session if we did anything.
No, like I said, last week we did sweet beggar all.
Okay. Okay, so if that's the case, then the closest we got to the central fortress was on the other side of that long bridge.
Yes.
Where I eavesdropped on the two boys having their conversation.
Mm-hmm.
Now, during that moment, did my conling spot any like weak spots or openings, or not really?
From what you can tell, it's pretty hard to break into if you're going over the front door.
Fair.
If you guys snuck in with a crowd, you reckon there's enough like little alleyways and places for you to duck into and sneak around and what have you, because it's quite densely packed.
You guys, you think what I'm thinking? We Assassin's Creed this shit.
A good example of this is
like we totally just do. Walk through the crowd.
Sit on a bench randomly and guards forget you're there.
Yeah, it's like, where'd he go? Where is he? And while I just sat on the bench going, juggling.
Yeah.
I've lost the Kenku. Oh, it can't be this one on the bench. It must be a different Kenku.
Yeah.
He doesn't look the same. What do you mean? He looks exactly like the guy we were chasing after. I mean, he's more beaky.
I mean, we could always chuck some baby powder on your wings and say that you're a totally different type of.
I'm more.
Grey you up a little bit. No, he was much younger.
I'm sorry, my mother was an Aarakocra. Thank you very much.
But yeah, there are options for you.
Yes.
I like the idea of blending, but it would only really work for those that have any sense of stealth, for the most part. Of the better people with stealth will get in easier.
I don't know what my stealth is.
And I would also add, and we are also wanted in connection with the gang leaders. Don't forget that.
That's it.
Yeah, you've all been naughty people.
Well, we can always mask ourselves up again.
Yes.
Well, the ones that can mask.
Wait a minute. What if we Trojan horse this? Because, think of this. Crowd of people going into a tight, secluded part of a city that's fortified from every side. But, at some point, the gates are going to be open for flocks of people to come in to see what's going to happen. But, that must also mean the people of importance must want to go there because it's the civil thing to do, meaning there will be escorts in carriages. You see what I'm getting at?
Yeah.
If we get a couple
I'm thinking.
if we get a carriage, our two strongest boys to lift it and bring it in, and the rest of us stealthed on the inside, never coming out. Then when the time's right, we burst out of the carriage and it's like, ha! Save the day!
Could do. Could try it that way.
Yeah, we could try it that way.
I get your theory of the undercover
Trojan horse, yeah.
horse.
Yes.
But playing off of that, I mean, we wouldn't all have to be in the carriage.
Even
Sure,
then,
it makes sense to break up, and the ones of us that could hide in the crowd.
or extra bonus. Well, this is it, right? The only people that need to be involved with the carriage are those that are not stealthed. People that are good with stealth can just blend in with the crowd and come outside the carriage and follow it in. And then sneak through
That's
the
what
crowd
my
to get
point
to
was.
prime locations.
Yeah.
A two-pronged
Either-
approach.
Either that, or we do Wind in the Willows and go in and get them dressed up as washerwomen.
Yo.
That would be actually
Which is
pretty
what I
sweet plan.
Next level strategies right here.
Yes.
Well, that's what happens in Wind in the Willows. He gets
True.
gets sent to prison,
Yeah.
and
No,
the
that's true.
washerwoman gives him some of his clothes to get
This
him
is
out.
true.
And then he goes and steals a boat.
Yep, this is true.
Very true.
How about if we would sort of Pirates of the Caribbean this, like when Jack Sparrow was dressed up as a judge?
Yeah, you mean the bad one?
Yeah.
The worst of the
Actually,
No,
that's-
the fifth one is the worst one.
actually, that's not too bad of an idea. You going back to the swapping people out thing.
Yeah.
If we can find who the executioner is, could we subdue the executioner and one of us swap into place?
I mean, I've still got one more spell slot, perfect for disguise self.
Yeah.
It's
I mean-
but the execution's going to be tomorrow morning, so by shit.
That's
no
what-
point.
That's what I'm saying. Is if we can locate who the executioner is going to be tomorrow morning, we can subdue him tonight
Yes, and also
and get rid of him tonight. So
yes.
we can then be the ones to collect them in the morning, because the executioner, I take it, is the ones that collects the prisoners and walks
And
them
if-
to the.
Yes.
And I don't know about you guys, but if I was an executioner, knowing that I had big game to kill, and the next morning I'd be getting my fair amount of drinks in at the bar.
That is true.
We celebrate.
But that's what I'm saying. And executioners are always face covered as well, so we wouldn't have to waste a spell slot. We could literally just cover up
There you
our
go.
bag over our head.
Also, executioners would need some quite hefty pack of muscles. So I would recommend myself
That
to
makes
play
sense.
the part of the
I mean, you need
executioner.
to have like the giant axe in your hand, you know?
Yes.
And maybe like lift it, but then not chop the guy, chop what's holding down the guy. A la
Yeah.
Bill and Ted.
Yeah, that's what I'm
totally
saying.
take off the mask and just be like, Socrates!
But that's what I'm saying. Because the execution is the one generally that goes and collects the prisoners from the thing, we would be able to tell them of the plan and get them to
Huzzah.
play along up until the point.
I like this
That
idea.
is true.
Okay, so after the executioner, do we think that's probably the most simplest? And the rest of us that
time-consuming.
aren't the
Yep. Least amount of gold.
Yeah, and the
Yeah.
rest of us that aren't can do the hiding in the crowd thing, so at least we're covered from either side of the... Or should the rest of us go and actually collect maybe some people from the two gangs?
Mm-hmm.
Would that make sense as well? So we have the executioner covered, one lot of gangs one side and one lot of gang the other side.
Out of character, wouldn't the guards and officials find it worrying and suspicious in case they think, oh, those guys might be there to try and save their beloved gang leaders, sort of thing. But if we can get them to take off their hats and scarves,
That's what I mean. Just one of the crowds.
Keep it in their cloaks, and then when it's battle time, whip it out, boys. Time to fight.
Tell you what I'm
The
thinking.
revolution has begun.
Bugsy Malone. Bugsy Malone, where they get them all to dress up in suits at the end.
oh yeah,
Yeah.
They
That'd be
have
good.
all the workers. But really, they're like gunmen, and they have the guns under the tables ready to
I
shoot.
just had this image pop into my head. I can't remember the name of it. You know the Asian style of guitar thing.
oh, the koto,
Thank you.
or yeah.
I think that's the one. Yeah, I just got this image of like the fight starting and then the guy sitting there playing like it suddenly stops and like uses it as like a machine gun bow.
I mean,
damn.
yes.
Yeah. Yes. Clearly.
Of course.
Clearly. Okay, so who's going after the executioner? Who's going to which gang? We split up. We try to rally as many people as possible for each gang, get them to go incognito if they're on our side, and then executioner taken care of, and meet around the stage for the execution tomorrow morning. Sound like a plan?
Sounds good.
Yeah.
People into that plan?
Yeah.
And then we have all sides covered,
Yes.
like literally of the stage.
I mean, part of me is thinking I could be team stealth because I don't speak, and I do have decent stealth. FYI.
I
I
too
do
also
not
have
have
decent
decent
stealth. As
I do
a
not have.
Kenku, I can stealth quite good.
I do not, but I can cover my face and change it into something completely different. So that's stealthy enough.
So the two people that can't actually speak on their own are actually the two best stealthiest people on this squad.
Yeah.
Sure.
I like this.
Yeah.
Together we are known as silent but deadly.
The worst kind of fart.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, so that's our plan.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, sounds like a plan. Yes.
Game for it.
Alright then. So, first off, who's hunting down the executioner?
I think that was going to be Foxy.
Yeah.
Because you've got to replace him. So just give him a bonk on the skull.
I actually need to figure out
Yes.
what kind of roll you need to make, so bear with me. I'm going to use Aaron's sheets because there is no Marie this week.
Yeah, it's
Yes.
true.
Sad times. In the middle of my stream.
Go ahead and make an insight check.
Alrighty.
Feel very insighty.
Yeah.
This is one of the things I missed from 4th edition. Streetwise was such a weird skill, but it was very specific.
Mm.
You're looking for something in a town. That's pretty good. You find someone that you think matches the bill of the executioner. He is wearing like the Royal Guard attire, although he's like taking some of the regalia off, as it were. So he's like wearing a plain kimono, has a sword on his side and everything else. And he's currently out down on the docks with a couple of lads. They've had quite a lot of sake between them, and they are staggering through the street.
Yes.
And oddly enough, only because it's trending right now, they're all singing the Weller Man. But really,
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, God.
So, what would you like to do, Foxy?
Well, here they are quite tipsy already, so let's just when they find a place to sit down in a inn or something, just going to sit down and being that maybe I could do a little sleight of hand to slip him some sort of a sleeping aid.
But you don't have a sleeping aid on you.
That is
No,
true.
you need to bonk him on the head. I thought was the plan.
This sounds kind of dirty way of doing it, but I'm gonna go for it. I'm going to be following his how he is spending the night. When he goes to the bathroom, I'm going to join him and then bonk him on the head.
So you're literally doing a hitman.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah.
You lose like your hitman vision to trace the target bathroom.
Yes.
Agent 47, hide the body.
Well, it's going to be a good
Yes.
remember,
Yes.
Agent 47. Stealth is paramount for this mission. If there's no one around to hear me, the stealth is not broken.
Aha.
Aha.
Okay then. You follow him for a good few minutes. Eventually, his friends tail off into one of the bars that's sat there on the dockside, and he leans out, sort of staggers over to the water's edge. And you hear that faint sound of him relieving himself over the side.
Mm-hmm.
If you want to take him out, now's your chance.
Yes. And
Drown them in his own pee.
Relgash is going to go behind him and just shove him off the edge.
Okay then, roll me a strength check with advantage.
Okay, just a moment.
Well, if you've got proficiency in athletics, I'll allow you to do that as well.
I actually do.
Well, in that case, then go for the athletics.
Yes.
Oh, damn good. So
Yeah.
he sets to release himself, and you faintly go, oh, he always goes over your fingers. As he goes to wipe it off on his trouser leg, you just bash him over the back of the neck. He goes, ah! And you hear the splash of him hitting the water below.
Okay. This is done, and then he just. Yep.
Yeah,
What?
make sure he's dead. Like, if he tries to come up, just gently press his head down. Like, I don't know. I shall be quiet now.
Maybe. Relgash is going to take his scimitar and lightly push it down to keep him under the water.
Yeah, I'll say now, like, you actually have to go down to the dockside. He's like on the harbour wall, pissing off.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Well. Then.
Kevin.
He is. Relgash is just going to push him under the water so he can make sure that he doesn't come up.
Oh, excuse me.
So you're going to drown him.
Yes, of course. So you go down and check on him. His face down in the water. No bubbles coming up. Pull out your scimitar, push it down. It sinks into the back of his flesh a little bit, and it just keeps going. Wait a couple minutes or so. Oh yeah, he's dead.
Yeah.
So what do you do next? You have a dead guard on your hands. Well, in the water.
Well, is there any, like, stones nearby?
Not really, no.
No, but you do need his costume.
That is true.
You need to do the
So-
Hitman thing.
So, Relgash is going to pull him up and take his clothes and then just throw him back in the water.
Okay, then. It takes you a couple of minutes, you strip him down, you throw the corpse back out to sea. So make a note in your character sheet, you have a Royal Guard costume.
Okay.
And you also have a
Nice.
longsword as well.
Okay, so... wait. Longsword.
Mm-hmm. And whilst you're doing that, who's going to see the red scarves? And who's going to see
I am
the black
happy.
hats?
I'm happy seeing either.
Let me check my.
Nothing
I think
against
it would
anyone.
make sense that Shizuka would see the bark hats as they are more of the religious disposition.
I think I would go to the cats as well because Khan knows his stuff about religion.
Well,
He can blame.
You're sending the two people who can't talk.
Oh, yeah, this is going to be fun later. Okay.
and I'll go to the red guys then. Can't remember anything about them, but I'm sure I can.
They are
them.
sailors and pirates.
Oh well, perfect. Let's hope that Zopper has a thing for sailors rather than soldiers.
You went into their private bar a while back, if you remember.
Yeah.
So anyway, Zopper, catching up with you.
Yeah.
You also find your way to the Docklands, so you go to see the Red Scarves. Go into their dingy little dive bar. I forgot what I called it now. The Salty Mermaid, I think?
No,
I'm
it
looking
was...
for my notebook and I've lost it.
Oh, no.
I've got the big notebook for the campaigns, like the session stuff. I've lost the notepad for the campaign bits.
I think it was either the Drunken Crab or something along those lines.
Drunken seaman.
I can't remember. But anyway, you find your way in there. It's currently quiet of all patrons. All you can see in there are the full faction, as it were. Everybody's in there wearing their signature red scarves. Some of them have got them done up in like fancy French cravats. Others are wearing them like bandanas and what have you. And there was a lot of commotion going on. And over at the far corner, you can see where you spoke to Bardock originally. There is now a group of older men and Bardock's son.
Right, well,
the armor's just like Costa Foxy, and the longsword's just longsword. So D8 or D10 if you're using it with two hands.
Okay.
But anyway, yeah, back to the scene. Yeah, they're all standing around Bardock's phone. They're all arguing. They just storm the docks and run in, grab your dad, get out, and go elsewhere.
Yeah. Well, I'll head over to that corner, and I mean, I'm gonna take it. Would his son be the next one in command, or would it just be the whole group of men?
As far as you can tell, he kind of is, but he's reluctant. He's literally like in the situation of I don't know what to do.
Yeah.
He's a 17-year-old been giving management permissions when the management's gone.
Yeah. What do I know his name? Or...
I forgot the kid's name. Again, if I had my notes for the campaign, I'd use it. I haven't got the notes in my session.
Okay, I'll just call him Kid.
Yeah, I think it was just called Boy.
Yeah.
Boy!
Hey, you boy, over there. Over here.
Yes, what? Oh, it's you.
What? Okay.
You were with... What happened to my dad? You were with him. You were there.
Yeah, it wasn't my fault. There was somebody hidden underneath a cloak, which we hid. But the person that came in could see beyond the cloak, which didn't help, but we didn't know that. Anyway, there's something time of the essence. We have somebody that is infiltrating the stand tomorrow, and we need you guys to turn up and stand in amongst the crowd, but we need you incognito. We will be there too, and I'll just to Thingy-majig, who is also with me. What is her name? Erin? Erin, yeah. I keep wanting to call her Kieran. I'm like, no, that's
no, that's the last character.
Erin. And Erin here will also be incognito, and the rest of our party is doing the same. We should be able to stop your dad from being executed at all tomorrow. At the very least, he won't be executed, but then we'll have to fight. So, you know.
Kill the Daniel.
He like sits down for a second, like holds the top of his head with his hands, like, oh. Go ahead and make a persuasion check with advantage.
I was gonna say charisma.
It is a charisma.
Uniqueness, and power. Let's see. Persuasion is 5. Charisma is 5 as well. So
yeah,
both are.
Yeah, it's a charisma-based skill. We haven't got proficiency in it, but a 24 will do nicely. That persuasive argument saved the day. And, it's just a few seconds. So the kid sits there with his hands over his head, like, all right, fine, and stands up, gets on the table, and yells out to the whole crowd, lads, we've got a plan. Tomorrow we're getting the old man out. So we're all going to have to go and lie low. And you can see now he starts issuing orders and everything else. He even orders for a boat to be ready just in case.
No red.
It's not going to fly any flags. It's going to look like a regular old junk boat. Just a fishing vessel. They've got a plan. And he informs you what his plan is going to be. If you need it as a get out, he'll have a boat ready by the military docks. So if things go south, run that way, hop on the junk boat and get out.
Mm-hmm.
If the bridge gets too difficult.
Yeah.
And to which now the entire bar erupts into a fervor of commotion as all the people now start taking arms at, start, prepping and everything else. So with your end of things done, now we hop over to Calm and Shizuka.
Team silent but deadly.
Team fart.
Team fart.
We'll get that on a t-shirt.
Yes.
Yeah, I'll make you guys a team logo. So you go over to the temple dedicated to Izanagi,
Oh.
where the various priests and everything else are going through their night prayers and everything else, slowly wiping everything down and saying goodbye, and eventually you sort of out the corner of someone's eye to catch you and say, excuse me, I'm sorry, but we're closing the temple for the evening, unless you are inquiring somewhere to... Oh, it's you.
It's you! And I just point at Suzuka.
Go away.
Yeah.
Just go away. You haven't helped the current situation, you've made it worse. Unless you have a God's forbid, and he even turns his head towards a small shrine, David's forgiveness. Reason for helping out.
Khan would take off his hat. Do like a little honourable bow. And just be like, want to help? Just repeating that last little bit he said.
If you want to help, go away.
I would like to prestidigitate the frickin' do that spell thing. Sort of do the whole apologetic bow type thing.
Hey, you get
And
the
she'll-
explode.
Sorry?
Oh, my second can of cocoa, I dropped it on the way up the stairs earlier.
Oh,
So
son
not
of
only
a
did it
gun.
hit the top of the stairs, it fell down all the flights of stairs.
Oh god.
And it's been sat on my side like an ominous time bomb.
But yeah, she'll prestidigitate. We apologise for failing to protect your master, your leader, and we are here because we have a plan which can help liberate him from a terrible fate tomorrow morning. But we need your cooperation in order for this plan to succeed.
And what exactly is the plan?
Khan, did you want to explain, or shall I continue?
Khan just goes. Khan's like, plan! And thinks about it.
Could Shizuka quickly
Wait.
make... No, do it.
I kind of do what I did back at the bar.
Yes.
So I'm using minor illusion to simulate the plan in like my hand, where it's like minor illusion of us, minor illusion of the guys captured, minor illusion of Team A, minor illusion of Team B, minor illusion of this. It's like a juggle of illusions to try and tell the story.
Storyboarding the plan.
Basically, yeah. Ending with Suzuka doing prestidigitation with fireworks. Ta-da!
Well, and
Yes.
and various symbols.
Various
stuff.
symbols.
I mean, yeah, I just popped that up because why the heck not? Yeah. Yeah, you make a colour, a small mark, or a symbol appear on an object or a surface for 1 hour. So yeah. Or like a non-magical trinket. But yeah, continue. Yeah, I would like to help Khan out with the whole illusion-y stuff with the prestidigitation things.
Prestidigitation.
Yes.
Okay then, so you explain the plan through storyboards. I would kindly ask you all to make persuasion checks, but normally.
Right.
Okay. Hey!
Oh, damn.
Here was where I suck.
Do I have to? Or
No, it's alright. It's for those two because they were the separate group. You guys have decided to do on the divide and conquer. Alrighty then. You pass, but only by the skin of your little teeth. Because let's face it,
I don't have
you
teeth,
guys
I have a
can't
beak.
exactly talk, and trying to sell a visual medium on storyboards is difficult. Trust me, I've tried. And they are reluctant to help, but they will send some assistance. At the very least, we'll offer you a prayer, and hopefully you'll be fine.
oh, I have.
Could I maybe, like, as hard as it is for Khan to try and explain it, kind of like usable. Oh God, what am I thinking? I'm trying to basically explain to him what would your lord think if you were not helping to save one of your own in the proper manner. Like, you're helping a little bit, but is he satisfied with that? Basically trying to get the religion check through.
Arguably, this would be more of an honor check.
Ooh.
As you are questioning their honor in this.
Oh, that's a point. That is a point.
You bring dishonor. Dishonor on you, dishonor on your cow.
I don't want to bring dishonor on their church.
Or dishonor upon their person, so go ahead and give me an honor check.
Could I
Right,
assist in any way to give him advantage?
Oh Christ, yeah, because I'm on -1. Great idea, Khan. You kind of crap a bit.
Yeah, I wanna help Khan.
I'll let you both roll separately if you like, and I'll just take a combination of the two.
Hey.
Here we go, sucking all the honor.
Come on, Khan. You got this. Oh, come on!
I saw the natural 20, but I like crossed my fingers saying, please say he rolled a natural 20, please say he rolled a natural 20. As far as you can tell, Khan, in terms of, like, if this is going to be honourable for them, this is kind of par for the course.
Right.
For them to get involved might be more problematic than it's worth. Shizuka, on the other hand, it's not a question of losing honour, is it? It's a case of if the Lord has lost his honour, doing this will actually probably stain it more and might hit home harder. Harder to kill a friend than an enemy sort of situation. Think kind of like Robb Stark in Game of Thrones. Spoiler alert. Well, don't know if it's spoiler alert. It's like 5 years old by now.
I mean,
But yeah, Robb executes someone on the whole honor thing, but even the execution itself is messy. So it might be something like that going on.
so it's kind of like the whole. If they do help, would it be more of a higher chance that their friend does get killed because they're like it's like, well, if we do something and it fails, then we've completely messed up. But if we at least don't intervene too much, then we might have a chance of like
Yeah.
getting them out.
Sort of, yeah. Equally, trying to regain honor in itself is probably a losing fight to begin with. Case in point, the little Kanku that's got a -1.
Thinking back on her various experiences on certain times in her life, she is going to say, I understand how it feels to lose a lot of honor through trying to do the right thing. But it's only the people who wield that power who convince others that fighting for what's right is wrong. If you truly believe that you are doing enough to help your friend, I wouldn't show you disrespect. However, is there a part of you that suggests that you could be doing a lot more than just being too passive about this?
It's not a question about being too passive, young lady. It's a question of, is this plan even going to work? Are the Red Scarves even going to help? Have you got a guy on the inside that is going to play the role of executioner? There's a lot of variables we don't know, and time is rather short.
That's why it's absolutely. Hang on.
We can offer
I
you
had
a prayer.
words.
We can offer you a prayer in the morning. It might aid your chances.
Yeah, I had a word in my head, and then it's like,
I'm sorry, your word
God.
cannot be found at the moment.
Yeah, no. Could you say like the, oh yeah, like with the different variables. That's why I believe that you playing. That's why it is absolutely crucial that you have a role to play in this plan, to give to increase the chances of your leader surviving this whole ordeal. Like, we are gathered. Yeah. Yeah.
He looks down at you sternly and then reminds you again, the best we can do is offer you a prayer in the morning. We can do no more than that.
Could I make an insight check
Go for
to
it.
see,
I was about to say, also roll for me an insight check, you two.
like,
Hello.
hey!
Insight to this. Come on, Khan, get something right. Hey!
Hallelujah!
Kill him!
You two got 20 and higher.
Wait.
The way he's reminding you that, like, we will offer you a prayer in the morning implies they're going to do some heavy divine intervention.
Ooh.
And also, but Khan, since you rolled the natural 20, you notice like he glances over to the left a lot. Like as if he's seen someone else at the corner of his eye, not just you two.
Who's there?
Make a perception check as you go.
It's not a royal person.
Who do I perceive?
Is there a rat?
Is the question. Oh
Yes.
God, not
Plot twist, I've nicked the Skaven from Warhammer Fantasy.
nice. That's pretty good.
That's actually a pretty good perception. As you like glance over, you can see on the wall of like the temple grounds and everything else, you can see an old tree, and on that old tree is a humanoid figure hunched down in the roots, peeking round. And when he realizes you've spotted him, drops a smoke bomb and like ninja vanishes.
Because Khan can't speak, he just sporadically goes.
Caw.
It's just.
Yeah, and as you turn, Shizuka, you just see like the disappearing smoke bomb.
Oh. Spies. Rats.
Ninjas. Oh my.
How do you think you guys got spratted on in the first place?
Damn it. We are not alone
I would
here.
simply bow to the priest dude and thank him for offering his prayers, and that we should probably get back to the others.
Cool. So with all three of those little sides done, how do you all wish to regroup, as it were?
I don't know. I was intending to stay at the bar with all the sailors for the night.
That's
I
okay.
mean,
You can all go.
We're gonna go down in a
It's a question
sinking
of, do you want to regroup, like first thing at the crack of dawn,
Yeah.
sort of thing, or
I
regroup
thought that-
tonight and discuss what's going on?
I thought. Yeah, I was going to say. I thought the plan was that we were all just going to turn up. Really, I hadn't really thought about the regrouping aspect.
but we do need to warn the others that there may be rats lurking
Yeah.
about.
I send my Khanling to
Oh, yeah.
warn of threats.
Go for it. Go for it.
Okay, Khan, you deploy the Khanling.
Why can I just like in a perfect world it would be like kind of like Transformers style, it was like laser beak operation observation. The sound wave thing. Yo, that'd be amazing as an artificer. Yo, you make an artificer that has like sound wave style, like, oh, I love that shit. Anyway, but yeah, just like, wee.
Now I want to do like a one shot where you have to be inspired by like an 80s or 90s cartoon.
That's freaking dope.
Anyway,
It's a Halloween party and you turn into your Halloween costume.
oh,
Yes.
okay, done.
Like the Buffy episode.
Mm-hmm.
Or the Fairly Odd Parents episode.
Yeah.
Any
With the
Halloween
Jack- with-
episode.
oh god, with the Jacobots! Activate gloat mode.
Alright then. So, the mini Khan is deployed, or as she shall be known as Khan Beak.
Can't beak. Go deploy. Can't beak. Totally goes out to do like uttery messages of warning.
So,
Warning: this vehicle is reversing.
vehicle reversing.
Vehicle reversing.
Yeah, I got really annoyed at the motorway the other day. Just a quick aside. Before COVID and everything else, we had the windows down and everything. It was a hot day. Passing a lorry as it's like going up the motorway and it's turning in. We hear this vehicle is turning right. It's like, where else is it going to turn? It can't exactly go left. There's a bridge.
There's a bridge.
Oh man.
So yeah, minicars deployed. Message gets around. And we pick up with you guys in the early hours of the morning. Zopper has a bit of a headache. Because nights of heavy drinking.
Yep.
Might be sore in a few other places. I don't know, I don't want to assume.
Yeah.
But you'll reconvene, you see Foxy appears in a nice looking kimono. It's still a bit damp in a few places. But he looks very presentable.
Haha.
Yes.
And so your plan begins.
Right then.
And I have a map prepared for such an occasion.
I was going to say, how do we sneak in then? Hi guys.
Sweet.
Right, I am aware it is dark. It is because there is dynamic lighting afoot.
Ugh.
Yeah, right, there's not
you
a lot on here, so it shouldn't affect things too much.
It's either that or your plans are foul. You are instead stuck in the void.
The void hungers. The funny thing is, the only one who gets affected by this really is Khan, because he has such a tiny field of vision.
I know. I don't have dark vision at all.
Nope, everybody else has got dark vision, but you.
Yep. I'm literally here just thinking to myself, oh, this is what they mean by Shadowlands.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So there you guys are.
Oh, then.
Look at you all stacked up there nice and pretty. I'm not going to put a lot of tokens on. But what you can see down here is not actually a stage. It is in fact a small-ish prison cell, and inside you can see both Bardock and Hashirama are in chains, with their hands behind their backs, a small bowl of water in front of them, which appears to be the only sustenance they've got. And all around you now, the crowd is beginning to gather and everything else. And Rolgesh, a fellow Royal Guard member, grabs you and is like, "What are you doing over there? Get over here!"
Yes.
And your Ansarus very roughly tugs into here over by the barracks, where, thankfully, military training, you know exactly what's going to happen here, and you stand to attention, ready and everything else. You guys are stuck in milling with the crowd.
Yes.
And eventually the crowd falls to a reverential hush. And out from over here. But do I have tokens for these guys? I believe I do. I do. I have a token for him and a token for him. Walks out the two nobles. One you recognise from your first encounter with him.
Yes.
And the second one is quite clearly the captain of the 7th Royal Guard. He wears a similar kind of uniform to what Ragash is in now, except he's got a coat over the top with like a teal lining. But you can't tell what race he is, other than he's like 6 foot tall.
Yeah.
And the things that would give him away, like hands and face, you can't see because they're under thick, heavy armour.
Oh.
And we are talking heavy, like proper bucket helm kind of heavy.
Oh, yeah.
If it helps for an anime reference, Captain Kumamura from Bleach. When we first meet him.
Okay.
And eventually the noble calls for quiet and grabs the crowd's attention and goes, "Ladies and gentlemen, we are here to execute 2 traitors. Bardock and Hashirama. So you both know they were both friends of mine, and then they betrayed you and me greatly by committing acts of absolute barbarism and sedition. And as such, they are to be executed. Bring out the prisoners." And at that point, I will use bandit captains as their tokens.
Mm.
Mm.
You can see they are both brought out. They are forced down onto the ground, onto their knees. And Rogash, you get like this nudge. In fact, at this point, I'd like to make a deception check for me.
Okay.
Only because it's kind of obvious you're not... You know, you're kind of like trying to play along and everything else.
Mm-hmm. So,
it's my first day.
It's my first day, yo.
So, deception, you say?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Oh, no. Oh,
You drop your. It's like you drop your axe. It's like, oh, just pick it up already. And when you go to bend down, and when your tail whips out, and everyone's like,
Oh, no. Traitor.
You're
not Jacob.
It's a tiny bit more embarrassing than that.
Oh no.
Okay.
Like, you get nudged in the shoulders, like, you're on, go. And like, it's kind of making a scene, and eventually the captain walks over to you.
Oh god.
Looks down at you, because again, he's standing a good... Actually, how tall are you? Do we have I can't remember how tall you were.
I think around 8 feet. If I remember correctly.
He's shorter than you.
Looking up to him.
Yeah, he looks up at you. It's kind of a weird sight.
Like, hello.
Where's it?
Can I help you?
Can I help you, sir? Where's all the characters?
Oh, it's like the... wait a minute. It's like the... What was it? Like... from Beastars, the little mouse who is running the drama club.
Oh, I don't know.
I hate to admit I never watched Beastars. I know of it.
I recommend watching it.
Yeah,
It's
I know of
actually
it as
really
well.
good.
But we are not here to talk about Beastars. We're talking
No.
about
about Rogash about to be caught
a rebellion.
Yes.
So anyway, the captain looks up at you because he's shorter than you.
Yes.
He then grabs you, sort of rather sternly, throws you down to your knees essentially, so you basically like sit there.
Yeah.
Takes the sword off you, and then says, "You have dishonoured yourself. You have lost the right to wield a sword."
Okay.
Bastard.
Hands it to fellow member in the line. And walks back over to the first executioner, which would be Bardock, and he draws the sword and everything.
Is there anything that we can do?
Now's the chance if you guys want to pull the trigger on it.
Right.
Slap him.
There's my little bit.
I will fire Eldritch Blast at him. whatever weapon, whatever's gonna like be executed. But I don't think that's gonna be, you know,
I join
like,
in Firebolt.
yeah,
No, sweet.
you know, on the weapon.
Oh, on the weapon. Ah. Well,
The
good news
weapon.
is you both hit because you act like in surprise, so he's off guard, so you guys get advantage. Right, he needs to make some some checks. Can he hold on to the sword?
Could good Relgash actually sort of get up and run towards the captain, yelling out like, "This is my day of doing this. So you better give me that, or I will chop your head off."
It's my execution. I do what I want.
Well, you run out and shout that. At the same time, Khan and Zopper both let loose their bolts of magic. You hit like the captain's grip on the sword. It hurts, and he actually drops his sword. And like the entire crowd is gasped, and people start panicking because literally spells have been flung out of nowhere. Chaos has begun to erupt. Various bits of screaming, what have you. I would like everyone now to roll initiative.
Hooray!
I know it says he's a Drow House captain, but it was the only sort of CR appropriate thing that would fit. Right, sadly Bardock and Hashirama can do nothing while they're standing. So we got Khan, we got Relgash on a 3.
For some weird reason, it rolled my initiative twice.
Yeah, that's why I was like, oh, that's weird.
Yeah.
Oh, the only one left is Aaron. Sadly, not Aaron Yeager. Oh my god! Right then. And it's at this point. I also need to change the music. That would help. Let's have thematically appropriate music. Clear the list. Add the battle playlist.
Ooh.
As this is now a fight. Alright then, so Aaron's going first. What's Aaron going to do? Aaron's going to zip on down to here. And she pulls out her bag and pulls out your two scimitars, Ragash, and hands them to you.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I think you're going to need
Thank
this.
you. Yep. Gonna need this. Thank you.
And pretty much stands there and gets ready to duke it out with the guards. Oh yeah, I need to put the guards in there in the line with you. That would help. Power of copy pasta. Come to my aid. Oh, don't want that. I want that. And roll me initiative. Oh, that's good. And that's all she can do for her turn. Next up is the captain. Reaches down, picks up his sword. Says a very strange command. And you watch as the blade shifts from a normal katana-like longsword and begins to take on like this barnacled sea-like look.
Okay.
Where's his thing gone? Yeah. So yeah, it changes to more of like a scimitar look, and he also has a long chain coming off the end, but it looks like old rusted sea anchor.
Oh. Damn.
Mm. And then looks over to the crowd and starts scanning, going, "Who did that?" And that's all he's going to do for his turn. Guards, meanwhile, these two at the far edge, they are going to rush around and get the civilians out. And the two either side of you, Rogash, are going to try and grab you.
Okay.
So go ahead and make either an athletics or an acrobatics check.
Let's see.
The first one was a natural 1, and now I shall switch things to a public. Ooh, and a 20.
Oof.
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 So you are grabbed by this guy. Where's the grapple? There it is. So yeah, he like grabs you by the arm and is like, "Don't do anything rash, just stand still." And with that is now Shizuka's go.
Okay, so
Oh,
this is.
Hang on, I just realised
Oh.
Zoppa's not on the list. Why is there no Zoppa?
No.
I don't know. I did it rolled a 6 for me, so I just
Yeah.
assumed I was.
Yeah, it did.
Oh,
Yeah, I see.
A turn. There we go. Thankfully, it doesn't muck up the initiative too much. But I just noticed now as I skip through, it's like, Anyways, apologies, carry on. So, Shizuka.
Okay. Well, they say either go big or go home. I'm gonna go so big at the so this douchey McDouche nozzle was the one that sword turned into some kind of anchor.
Yes.
And this douchey McDouche nozzle, does he still have like the axe?
No, he does not have an axe. There are no axes in this execution. It was going to be done by the sword.
Well, yeah, okay. This sword like that.
Yeah, but
He grabbed off
he's the noble.
Relgash.
He's the fat elf that has no right in his current position.
Okay, so he does have the sword, is what you're saying.
Yeah, he has a sword, but he hasn't drawn it yet.
And I'm guessing the two bandit leaders are still like incapacitated.
No, they're restrained. They're not incapacitated.
Oh, like restrained is what I'm looking for.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
There you go. Don't know if you can see their nameplates if it helps.
I can't. But looking at, I mean, can I get over there? Would my movement allow it? No, it would not. Okay. Shizuka's not liking the way that this douchey McDouche nozzle has drawn such a weapon. But at the same time, I do really want to take like the other guy out to make sure that he can't use the sword to execute Braddock and Hashirama.
Oh, that should be
Hashirama. Okay. I'm going to cast a guiding bolt on Douchey McDouche nozzle next to that's drawn the anchor thingamabob.
Okay. First of all, ow, that's a painful guiding bolt.
Ouch.
Secondly, how much damage did you take earlier? About the same damage. So yeah, he gets hit by your guiding bolt, and he's like, "You're next."
And yeah, because I think guarding bolt's an action, and that's my last spell slot spent, guys. So try not to get yourselves injured, okay? Then Shizuka is going to move. Is going to try and like run like amongst the crowd. I'm trying to 30 feet there. Yeah, she's gonna try. Thank you.
That's right.
She's gonna move 30 feet over here, like trying to hide in plain sight. Oh, and also, anyone who decides to attack this guy next gets advantage because of the lovely guiding bolt radiance.
There you go. Here's a yellow stick. Go ahead and make a stealth check for me.
Okay, stealthy. Yeah, the stealth song does not work.
Yeah, exactly not. You're a bit obvious.
Oh yeah.
Being brightly lit. Well, not so much brightly lit, brightly dressed.
Well, she's a priestess. Like.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's all I can really do.
Okay then. Before Khans go, you all feel a radiant glow come over you. You are all blessed.
Nice.
And
Nice.
Shizuka, you notice as everyone's been like panicking, the Hashirama's been sitting there and he's been muttering.
Sweet.
Oh, is there a blessed like thingy? Please say there is. There's regen, shield, there's shock, there's
Blessed wings.
oh, I am blessed.
It's really
Ah,
pop on these things. They didn't used to pop like this before.
Yeah.
Blessed, blessed, blessed. He also blesses Bardock, because spell levels are amazing. And that's all he can really do, is he really can't get out of the chains. Okay, Khan, it is your go.
Okay, lovely. So I can't see anything.
Oh yeah, true, it would be day, so let me just... dynamic lighting. Daylight! Bah!
I can see everything. Right. Well, we got. Okay, so okay, so is this middle guy enemy or friendo?
In the middle,
Is that
enemy.
Oh, that's
He is the daimyo, he is the lord of this city, the asshole. The
Right.
anathema.
Then I will. Let me see. Sheet, please. Give me what I want. Yeah, that'll do. Okay, while standing back here, with the guiding bolt helping me out, I am going to throw firebolt at this guy. Firebolt.
nice.
Feel that 2 damage.
Yeah, it's only 2 damage.
That's alright. Then yeah, it's a healthy looking spot. I will move over to here. And that'll be me. Simple, easy.
Alright then. Zoppo, it is your game.
Stopper, right. So I was reading through my abilities and that at the side. Is my Armor of Shadows always on, or do I have to cast that? Set it up at the start of?
I believe you have to cast. Let me double check.
Yeah, so I will cast. All I was going to say was I'll cast that.
D&D VR, help me out. I am aware there's no VTC for you to connect to because you're on the laptop.
Says you cast Mage Armor on yourself at will without expending spell slot.
Yep.
I would take that. So I would cast that on me.
Indeed. So your armor is now 13 plus your dex modifier.
I was also going to say, with Genie's Wrath, it says, once during your turn, when you hit with an attack roll, you deal extra damage to your target. I take it, is that a physical attack roll? So would that be like...
as well.
Can also be spells as well. Okay. Let's Eldritch Blast again.
With advantage, and likewise you do 2 points of damage.
And then I should be able to do Genie's Wrath.
Indeed you can.
On top of that.
So you do an extra 2 thunder damage. You notice as well, by the way, like his heavy armor is taking some dents, but overall he's not massively fussed right now.
Yeah. Okay, cool. I think that's all I can do.
Fair enough then. Now for the Daimyo's go. He just runs behind his brother and just go, protect me.
Coward.
Alright then, Relgash, 'tis your go. You are currently grappled.
Well, of course, Relgash is trying to get out of the grapple.
Alright, then go ahead and roll me an athletics or an acrobatics.
There we go.
Oh, natural 1.
Dang it.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
So that's a fail. So you are free.
And Relgash is just gonna take his scimitars and hit this guy first.
Alright then, roll for your attack. Oh, someone's ringing the house phone. Oh, lovely. Okay then, one solid swipe across the guard. It cuts quite deep across the chest, but he's not dead yet. He does fall down to his knees and stuff.
He is going to get another hit.
And with that is the killing blow.
Oof.
So half your action, well, half your move to break out the grapple, attack, bonus attack for your offhand. I believe that's you all done.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, cool. That brings us now around to Erin's go. Oh, I actually paused there thinking Marie was here. Do you know what? Seeing that you've cut that guy up, she's going to go ahead and slice this guy up.
Righty.
Fine. Click on double bladed scimitar. Would you be so kind? Thank you so much. And amazingly misses. That's not fair. So yeah, goes for a quick swing with her double bladed scimitar, and the guy's like, wait, my button! Like, draws his sword, and in that action of drawing it, manages to parry the blow, and both parties are rather stunned at this occurrence.
Yes.
Alright then. Ooh, captains go. As all the chaos is going on, like the crowd's beginning to like run away in a panic, the captain just takes the anchor, spins it round in the palm of his hand so it's facing towards, like blade towards him, and lunges it back, well, sideways, because the way it was facing and everything else. And he watches he kills his own brother.
Called it.
Crap.
And it's not exactly like a light blow either. Like, you hear the sound of the wet meat slap, but also the sound of wood shattering on the other side.
Oh.
Cool, blimey.
Oh.
Clean cleave.
Yeah. Pulls this blade out and then looks down and looks over around to all of you and like calls out for the rest of his guard retinue and orders for the arrest of these people for murdering the daimyo. And at that point, I'm going to call on a couple of other guards from off-scene. And you guys have not noticed.
But these guards obviously... these two obviously saw what happened.
You
So we need to
judging
keep...
by their reaction, they were expecting this.
So we need to keep them two alive as eyewitnesses to be like, right, you little douche nozzles, you're going to tell the truth.
Hmm.
And obviously that one as well, but I mean, he's probably going to be dead.
Yeah. Well, these two rush Aaron. And I'm going to go for the grapple with advantage, because they're going to help one another. Yeah. So Erin goes to like slip away, and it's like she goes to do that. The other man to come in and actually like get both arms around her chest and hold her tight. Foxy, the guard
Yes.
that Erin attacked and missed, he's going to go ahead and try and grab you as well. So go ahead and make either your athletics or acrobatics.
Let's see what happens. Damn it!
No!
Okay, so the two melee fighters are out of commish. Meanwhile, a group of guards comes up, and you notice they're not carrying swords, these ones, they're carrying weirdly shaped spears.
Ah,
So they're
Nagatas.
like widespread forks.
Oh, not Nagatas.
Right.
So sort of wide enough to, if they charged at you and pinned you to the wall, it wouldn't necessarily be lethal, but you'd be stuck to the wall. If that makes sense.
Uh-oh.
Mm-hmm.
But that's all they can do, because they had to come in off-scene, so they had to spend action to dash. Right then, Shizuka.
Oh boy. Right. I'm gunning for it. I'm going for it. I'm gonna use my action to untie Hashirama.
Okay.
Yep, I'm doing it.
You figure out how... They weren't locked chains either, they were like wrapped chains.
Yeah.
Managed to find a way of undoing them. Eventually, the heavy chains fall off. And Hashirama looks up to you and goes, "What are you doing, girl? Get out of here."
I mean, if she could speak, and if I was playing the more spunkier, like Shizuka, I would probably say, I'm saving your life, you asshole!" Like, but no, she cannot say that. She just gives him a look that signifies an intensity of, I am saving your life, we need to get this city back from this traitor that has murdered his own brother. Well, I mean, not that the brother was, like, great or anything, but still, like, yeah, we need to take the city back from, corrupt hands. Yeah, so... Yes.
Okay.
But yeah.
So that all you're doing for your turn?
I mean, unless there's anything else I can do, I spend all my turn just taking off the chains.
Oh,
Sorry?
No, that's alright. I just realised bonus action is a thing, but I don't think you'd have a lot left in the tank, bonus action-wise.
No, I wouldn't. No, I have nothing left bonus action-wise, so that would be my... Well, I mean, I can move. Oh, I've only moved 15 feet. I do have enough movement. I mean, I could be really cheeky and get in between Bardock and Hashirama. Try and sneak behind the dude, like, who's just dripping with treachery.
I don't think there's much sneaking around him.
I mean, true, but I am going to attempt to untie Bardock on my next go.
Okay. Khan, that brings us round to you.
Alrighty. First order of business. Yeah, I'm gonna move myself back to here, a more central location. And just to check, 35.
Oh, and the guiding bolt would have worn off by now because that only lasts until the end of my turn.
Indeed.
And so, Khan stands here, and he whips out Tomias going to a page that he's been dying to try out. Because he simply read a part of his page that says, shiny. And he likes shiny things. He will... Yes. He will aim at the captain. Or, like, he will... It looks like he's conjuring up something in his hands, and he's targeting it towards the captain. And it seems to be... If it does it. If it does it. Oh, wait, it might be... Oh, that's why.
It needs to select the level.
Okay. It'll be... A chromatic orb!
Oh, yes!
Nice.
What damage do you do?
I would like to deal lightning damage.
Sadly, I don't have a sound for a lightning bolt, but I should go with the default explosion. I don't know if you guys can actually hear that on Discord. I know my microphone's not lighting up.
I heard a psh, but that was it.
Huh.
Yeah,
I will need
same.
to look into that then. For some reason my soundboard stopped working. Well, he takes 17 points of lightning damage. And recoils in pain. And you think you hear the sound of enough come out of him?
Ooh. And Khan will just go... like, Khan throws a chromatic orb, and then just looks as like he closes Tomias, and he can just feel Tomias is very tired. Just like, enough! In order to signify, I'm out of spell slot.
Hardcore mode, baby. Alright then. That brings us now to Zopper's go.
Let's get a tiny bit closer. I think would be helpful.
Let's get together and be alright.
Right.
That should have fixed it. Just want to make sure it's working.
Nice.
Hey!
Thanks
Yeah,
down
it
here.
worked.
I found what the problem was.
Okay.
I will explain later. So, Zoppo, you move
Yes.
forward.
Which group, guys, are we going for? Do we need to get this group down here, or
Take out the big guy. Unless, of
there
course, we
by
take out the
Bardock?
guards who are holding them in. I mean, I don't know.
Let's go for the big guy then. It's the big show, taking on the boat.
Sadly, an 8 misses.
Oof.
Your witch bolt just
Oh.
swings wide at the last possible second. As his captain stares you down as you begin to cast it. The man is intimidating.
I can't do anything else. That's the end of my
Cool. That brings us now to Relgash.
go.
Well, Relgash needs to break out of the hold again, I think.
Indeed you do. So go ahead and make that athletics check for me. Pin him down! Dang it!
No.
You managed to get yourself out.
I'm free!
And now he is going to hit the guy next to him and Aaron.
Go for it, make your attack rolls.
Yes. Damn it.
10 is a miss.
Yes. Well, at this point, Relgash is going to actually... dang it. I don't have 2 actions. I should have done one thing, but wait a minute. Is it the... it's not an action, it's actually a bonus action, isn't it?
Yeah, for your offhand.
Yeah, for the offhand, but Daunting Roar. I think it's a bonus action. Yes,
Yeah.
Yeah.
he is going to roar dauntingly.
Okay. So I take it you want all the guards over here to make their saves.
Yes.
Wisdom saves, so they don't have wisdom, so they have to make wisdom checks. So the first one is a fail.
Mhm.
The second one is also a fail. And the last one is... I want to say a
Excuse me.
success. Yeah, just.
Wait, yeah, just manages.
So he is frightened. Where's my frightened gone? Freeze, flying. Frightened. And also frightened. So they are now afraid of you.
8, 10, and... yeah, 13. Yep. Just had to check the math.
Yep. It's all fine and dandy.
Yes.
Cool. That brings us now to Erin's go. Well, she's currently grappled as well, so let's get her out of this. That's more like it.
Nice.
Mhm.
Manages to get by. She's going to slice up this guard as best she can. That's more like it. Bonus action. Sadly, not going to hit. That's a shame. So gets a couple of swings in, gets a nice deed cut on the first, misses on her second one. That's all she can do really for this turn. Over to the drow captain. Or shall I say just the captain. He's on a drown. Shizuka.
Oh boy.
He lashes out at you with the whip. Don't know why I'm still calling that the GM. But that was a 22 to hit.
Oh boy, that hits.
Okay,
Youch.
5 points of bludgeoning damage.
Oh god, and I bet there's gonna be some bullshitey poison
Bullshittery.
as well.
Actually, no, there is no poison to it. Could you make either an athletics or an acrobatics check for me, please?
Oh boy. Acrobatics it is. God damn it. No!
Sorry, you are wrapped up in rusty metal chains.
Oh no, I'm gonna get tetanus.
Oh no.
Don't say that. I was eating food at lunch, my jaw actually locks out.
Oh god.
Okay.
But he takes a 5-foot step round Bardock, pulls the chain taut, holds the blade up to you, and then orders for you guys to stop fighting. Those that want to, go ahead and make an insight check.
Yeah, I would like to make an insight check.
I will just.
Damn, that's quite an insight.
Khan knows nothing. I like the colour of my hat. That's what Khan thinks.
Well, that's interesting. We'll see if. Wow. Really?
Wow.
So
Really,
everyone clocks on. Apart from Dense Khan over here.
Apart from Khan, who's too busy trying to work out why Tobias is like, oh, you can't know.
He's just like,
I need a minute.
Something shiny.
Okay. You guys, apart from Khan, figure out that he is threatening to kill Shizuka in one blow, but also you've realised at this point as well, the Red Skulls and the Barcats haven't done anything.
Oh no.
oh god.
Don't tell me they're traitors as well.
Well, the
I
question is,
will
do you
murder.
all stop fighting and end this peacefully before it gets out of hand?
Oh no. We could do, at least it might save us slightly. One thing I'd say, if we kill too many people, we're going to have a bit more of a
But the thing is, though,
target.
but the thing is, though, if we do surrender, Bardock and Harasama will die.
Yeah.
And we'll probably be in worse fate than if we don't surrender.
Yep.
That's what I mean.
But since I'm the one in hostage position, I will leave that decision to you guys.
Yeah, Aaron with the natural... Oh, Shizuka, you noticed it as well with the natural 20. Even his threat of killing you, it's true. He's not shaking or anything like that. But you know he doesn't want to kill you. He killed who he wanted to kill. And considering how the town has been, since you guys have poked your nose in, something's up. And even Aaron's like, surrender sounds like a good idea. I think we got the wrong end of the stick.
I'm just looking to everyone else at this point.
Aaron likewise is looking at you, she's already lowered her stance a bit. But looks around at you all. Standing down.
If we aren't, if we can just not to be detained or anything, I agree.
As you all sit there, look apprehensive, he then points out that no harm's going to come to you. Just know that you're completely outmatched.
Hmm.
You're not going to win this.
Yeah.
Alright then.
Yeah. Let's if we can walk out of here unharmed, it's fine.
Okay then.
We'll stand down.
And with that, surrender. We'll pick this up again next week.
God damn it! No! No!
Don't worry,
No!
I've prepared for this. Shall be glorious. I hope. Anyway, I really do hope.
Oh,
I hope you guys enjoyed the twist I have.
We're gonna be like freaking servants to this guy, aren't we?
I wouldn't say servants. Servants sound like a terrible idea. Anyway, thank you all for watching. Hope you all have enjoyed tonight's stream. Feel free to hit the follow button, donate some bits through a Twitch Prime, because why not? Jeff Bezos has too much money. He's not going to miss it.
True. It's very true.
It's very true. And if you're watching this on the YouTube, be sure to like, hit the subscribe button, ding the bell, all that usual shenanigans. And we'll see you all next time for some Tales of Fumbles and Fortunes. Until then, everybody, farewell.